owner hasn't gotten home yet.
If I were missing, I'd want you to unleash the bloodhounds and track me down.
She was at DKO last night.
Still creating problems, all right?
Hello? Hello?
Okay. Black Christmas 2018. Oh boy. Okay. So, this movie, I remember hearing that they were doing a Black Christmas remake when I was in high school. And that it was going to be produced by Blumhouse. So, I was going, well, they already did a remake of it, so what are they going to do now? And, well, what they did was interesting, to say the least. Okay. So, this movie, okay. So, all I need to say about this is that the entire production of this movie, I believe, was 5 months. Like, a couple months. And yeah, that's not a good thing. So pre-production, production, and post-production was done. I looked it up, and it was announced, I believe, in the summer of 2018, and the movie came out in December of the same year. And it's like, oh, that's not really a good sign. And the director of this, I don't know what other stuff she's done besides she did an episode of that Hulu anthology show. I think it was Into the Dark, which was produced by Blumhouse, which is probably how she got the job for this. Well, with Black Christmas, with this one, they changed the whole story, which is fine. I don't care, but what they did was they turned it from a psychological slasher film to a battle of the sexes movie. And I always have thought when movies and TV shows do the battle of the sexes plot story or plot line, to me, I find it childish, because that's the kind of stuff that we all did in elementary school, like the boys rule and girls drool kind of thing, like that. It's childish. It's like, really, you guys are grown adults and you still are doing that? Why? And I don't understand why this movie does that. And so the main plot of this movie, of this one, is a sorority, like a sorority house. They find out that their school actually has a conspiracy underneath it that involves all the guys in the college. Now, I've said this before, and I'll say it again, and I stand by it. I don't care if all the guys in your movie are bad guys. I don't care. I don't mind it. I 100% don't mind it. But when you tell your audience that they're bad because they're bad, and no reason beyond that, there's no... I'm going, wait, what? So basically they're bad just because they're guys? You think all guys are the same? No. I'm not stooping to that level. I'm not buying that. So I don't mind when, when one gender, specifically male, are the villains in the movie. I don't care. It works. It still works. But if there's no motive to why they're doing it, they're just doing it because, oh, we're guys, and guys are awesome. It's just like, oh, shut up. Just shut up. And so that's the thing. And also, the movie wants you to feel for all the female characters. But here's the problem. You don't care about any of them. In fact, you don't care about anybody in this movie. So the main girl in this movie, she ended up hooking up with a guy who, advanced, and so you're supposed to feel for her, and it absolutely 100% is terrible. But everything around her sucks. Every character. There's even times where I'm like, wait, these are your friends? They're terrible people. They treat you like garbage. They don't respect you. They're terrible people. Why are you hanging out with them? And it really bugs me. And, they're trying to pass this as a, oh, well, whatever. So it's there. I've always said it, a Battle of the Sexes movie, I think, if there's a rhyme and reason, that makes sense on why they're doing it. I don't mind it. Like Barbie, for example. That movie took a complete left turn and became a Battle of the Sexes movie. But the way they did it and what they did made sense, and it worked. But with movies like the remake to The Wicker Man, where it totally changed what made the original scary, because the original Wicker Man, there was the subplot of paganism versus Catholicism, which was actually more terrifying. It was more scary. But with the remake, they totally changed it into a Battle of the Sexes movie. And it's like, this is just so childish. Like, really? What are we doing? And it's I don't understand why Hollywood still does it. I just don't. And with this movie, I saw this go on a list of the best horror remakes, but also they threw in like the 2013 Carrie movie, and I'm like, well, that was closer to the book. It didn't work for me. They threw in another movie that I was like, or another remake that was like, no, that wasn't good. And then they threw this one in. I'm like, okay, you're totally, full of it. And I don't even think they know what they were doing while they're making it. It feels like one of those movies where it was just like let's make it up as we go along. To then the third act, it totally changes and becomes a like, oh, let's fight them all. And it just becomes like a battle royale movie. And it's like, where did that come from? That makes no sense. So I hate when remakes get lazy. And like I said, if the premise of the movie was what it was a Battle of the Sexes movie, if it made sense and they actually made me care for the characters, I would have given this a pass. It would have been like, okay, I understand it. I'm going with it, like what Barbie did. This doesn't do that. It's basically saying, hey, here are your characters. Do you like them? Well, we don't care because you have to follow them anyway. And it's like, but I don't care for any of these people. Can you just go away, please? Just stop. Is this the worst remake I've seen? No, but is it up there as one of the worst? Yes. And this is getting it terrible. And also, I don't want to harp too much on this movie because it had such a rushed production. And like I said, it started production in I think it may have been like August or maybe in July, but it's summertime. And then the release date was December of the same year. That's practically unheard of. And it's like they did not have time to actually sit down and look at and go, let's see what new we can add to this. The new thing they did was change the story. And it's like, okay, I don't mind if they change the story. But if they change the story into something, like this, where it's like a battle for the sexes, it's like, guys, unless you are being clever or you actually, thought about this all the way through, you're basically being childish. It's basically, being in elementary school and you walking in and going, ha, girls are bad. Why? I don't know, because they just do. Or the other way around. Hey, guys suck. Why? I don't know, because they suck. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just, you're just saying that. And it's like, okay, you're not giving me something to grasp onto when you say these things. So to me, this is terrible. I don't want to watch this again. I think it sucks all the way. And yeah, if you want to watch Black Christmas, I'd recommend the original, or if you want to watch a more gorier version, watch the 2006 remake. Stay away from this one.
Many sacrifices have been made to keep our traditions alive.
You're all insane.
I'm tired of hiding. I'm tired of running. Go, 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 go! Ho, 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 bitch. You messed with the wrong sisters.